Hi, and welcome to another video by Get It Done Home Repairs. Today's project, we're going to be changing this whole house filter that's actually located right here on the heating system itself. Now, heating systems happen, most of the time it'll be in the main unit. Sometimes on the forced hot air systems, it will be up on the register where it pulls the air back into the handler from up in the house itself. But this one is down here in the basement. Up against the unit itself. So the first thing you're going to do before you do anything is you're going to do two things. Turn off your thermostat. That means bring the heat way down so it doesn't turn on. Or you can go to the side of the unit itself, and there's usually a red switch someplace that you can turn in the off position. And I'll show you that switch in just a minute. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to go to your big box store or Amazon or something and pick up the filter that you're going to need to put back in there. Now I know on this particular one it's 16 by 25 by 4. Now the thing you have to remember too, price should not be the determining factor. The thing you need to know is that this filter itself, when you see the MERV, M-E-R-V, that tells you how fine a particle is going to be filtered out by the filter itself. The higher the number, the more it's going to filter out. So that's very important if you want to get all the tiny dust particles or hair or whatever out of the air. The higher the number, the more it's going to filter out. So keep that in mind too. Price should not be the determining factor. All right. So let me show you where the switch is. We're going to turn it off, then we're going to put this filter in, and we'll get this job done. It's probably a good idea that I know they recommend every 3 months. You don't have to do it every 3 months. Most cases, you can do it usually every 6 months. I always do it myself in the beginning of the heating season, and I also do it in the beginning of the air conditioning season too. So that's personal preference. That depends on how dirty your filter gets. But we'll see when we open this one up. This has been in about 6 months, so we'll see how it goes. All right, let me show you where the switch is, and then we're going to get this job done. Now everybody's system is going to be a little bit different. This one you can see is a red box right there, and you can shut that switch off right there. Or as I said, you can go up and you can shut it off on the thermostat on the wall. Just turn the heat all the way down and it will not turn back on. Or if you're doing the air conditioning, turn the temperature all the way up on the air conditioner itself, and it'll actually turn it off so that it won't turn on by accident while you're working. All right, let's take that filter out. And let's continue. Now this filter here is a fairly easy one. You're going to grab the handle right here, you lift it up and out, and it pulls right out just like that. Put this off to the side, like that. We're going to take our filter. Let me set you up on a tripod. Okay, so we just grab the filter here, pull it out just like that. Fairly simple. Comes out just like this. As you can see, this one is a little bit dusty, a little bit dirty, nothing really crazy. Just got lots of different particles of dust in it. All right, so we're going to take this now. We do know that the filter came out this direction here, so we know the airflow is going that way. You have to make sure that you put your new filter in the exact same way, the way the airflow is going. Is it a big deal? If you put it in backwards, don't worry, it's still going to work, but that's the way that the manufacturer of this particular one likes it done. Now I do want to point this out to you, just because we forget how many times we changed the year or when we changed it. I put them on the side of it. We write down the date, so that way you have an idea of when it was changed. All right, so let's put this over here like that. We're going to take our new filter. Remember, you got to look at the arrow on here. You can see that this one is facing the other direction, so we're going to turn it around just like that. And this is the direction that this one needs to be. All right, so we're going to take it and we're going to slide it in here. There's tiny little, like a space for it to fit into, so make sure you put it into that space, just like that. Put it in here, slide it in, just like that, as far as you can. It's flush with the outside of the heating system. We're going to hook this piece here. You can see it has a little hook on the end of it. I hope you can see that. We're going to put that hook into here, just like this. Push it up, and that's it. That's all there is to it. All right, so let's turn it back on, and we'll be all set. Just come back over here, just like that. Turn it back on. It may take a minute or two before the whole unit turns back on. Don't be alarmed, it may take a few minutes. Okay, now, as you can hear, it's turning back on. So now, as you can hear, the heating system is turning back on. It's going to build back up, and then it'll turn back on, so it's going to get noisy, so we're going to end this video right now. That's it. That's all there is to it. Just make sure that you get the correct size. As I said, make sure you look on your old filter, and make sure you get the same one. This is 16 by 25 by 4. A lot of them are 20 by 20 by 1. So make sure you get the correct one for your particular application. Remember what I told you? This is what's very important too. Don't always go by price. Make sure you check to make sure you want to filter out all of the fine particles. The higher the number, the more it's going to filter. All right, this job is done, and we're on to the next one. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.